Well, good morning. We have had a busy few days. We finished up our camp meeting last Thursday and then had several things to take care of Friday and Saturday, uh, which y'all saw. Y'all went along with me. If you watched the video last Friday, made that video where we went and paid the hotel bill and went and toured the other property down the road from us, the other church property. Brief tour, anyway. But Monday, I don't even know what day it is. Monday, we went to Arkansas and went to a camp meeting in Arkansas. Stayed there Monday night, Tuesday morning, Tuesday night services. Heard some great preaching. Had a great time. Saw some friends, some unexpected friends that we weren't expecting to see, and so that was a blessing. But anyway, we had to leave last night because I had to bring my wife over to meet her parents. Her mom's having surgery soon, and so she's going to spend a few days with them. And so we got back at 3:30 this morning, and then up about 7:30, and then brought my wife over here, and then dropped her off. Now I'm headed back home, and I have to get ready for church tonight. And then I'm feeling a little bit nostalgic today, so we might ride over to our old church property and look at a couple things there, show you around a little bit. Well, I am completely wore out. I mentioned earlier we got in at 3:30 this morning, and then by the time I got in bed, it was a good 40 minutes after that. Then got up at 7:30. But yeah, I'm over here walking around our old property of the church. We had the church has been here for 127 years, and for 105 years of that, something like that, it was on this property right here. So there is the old church building. It's still standing. It's gutted now. It's just frame stud walls on the inside. We're actually trying to figure out what to do with that. Um, whether we could need to tear it down, whether we could repurpose it to use it for something. We have a few ideas in mind, but we're still not sure exactly what we're going to do with it yet. We've got old dorms out here. This is the old girls' dorm. They were built in the early 70s to house people for camp meeting. And then on this side we have the boys' dorm. So the boys, you had a path here, girls' dorm over there, and this was the tabernacle. Believe it or not, they had services in July, open air services in July underneath this tabernacle. And of course, that was before we ever came here. The first year after my wife and I were married, we came here for camp meeting, but this tabernacle was not here yet. They actually had a tent sitting right here, and there would be 150 to 200 people under the tent every night out here for camp meeting. So the dorms are really not in a usable condition right now, but they are repairable, and so we are thinking about fixing those up, although we don't have the money right now to do so. But it would definitely help the hotel bills if we did do that. So that's something that we are looking at doing in the future. So this building was built in 65. Did I say that already? I think I did. So the building previous to this one sat right there. And you can actually still see the outline of the old foundation of the building in the grass there. I don't know if you can see it from here. You see the line right there? The outline of the old frame foundation of the old building. We also have that old house sitting over there in the corner that was actually given to the church and moved over here to the property. And it was used by a man in the church, an older gentleman in the church for a while, and he passed away, I guess, in 2014, if I remember correctly, 2014, 2015. And it actually hasn't been used since then. So we've got a lot of potential out here to reuse and repurpose. I guess repurpose is the new buzzword of this time. But anyway, I just thought I felt compelled to share that with you, especially since how last week we looked at the other building in the town down from us that is no longer being used. And I think I said over and over again that a lot of these older churches need to shut down. And I guess I need to clarify what I meant by that. Not necessarily shut down just for the purpose of shutting down, but combine with other churches that are local to them, because there are so many areas such as ours that are just, you have an area of less than 1,000 people, and there's 5 or 6 Baptist churches in that area, and they're all small and they're all struggling, and at least half of them don't have pastors. When those churches could combine, join their resources, sell properties, and then go somewhere else where a church is not there and start another church. And I certainly understand the sentimental value of not wanting to shut down a church where, families spent for years and years. But I mean, what are we in this for? To preserve sentimental value or to reach people for the Lord? And, it's, I love the history and the heritage of our church, but if it comes, I mean, if the Lord doesn't come back, there's going to come a day one day when our church uh, will probably shut its doors. I would hate to know that I was more interested in preserving history of the local church than trying to um, use the funds that we have been given and the opportunities that we have been given to their fullest extent to be able to reach people. But anyway, that's all I meant by that when I was saying that last week, how there's a lot of churches that need to shut down. They need to shut down because they're in areas that are oversaturated with churches, and they're very small when they could combine, join forces, and use the funding from selling the properties that are not being used to go and start churches in areas that do not have churches. There is a town, we're a town of 700 people, and we have 5, 6, 7 Baptist churches within just a few mile radius of our town. And then you go 45 minutes from here, and there's a town with 17,000 people, and not one independent, fundamental King James Bible believing Baptist church. Uh, that's it. Shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be that way. So, as you saw in the description of the video, yes, we're writing a book. And so I'm going here to turn the air on for tonight. It is hot here in Louisiana. But Lord willing, it has always kind of been my desire to write. I never have. But Lord willing, we are going to have a book coming out, a commentary on Amos. I would love to do a commentary on all the minor prophets, simply because that is an area that is hard to find commentaries on. And so, let's see here. Boy, it's hot in here. So we're actually done with the first chapter, starting on the second chapter of the book. It's been going a lot slower than what I had hoped for. We've just had a very, very busy summer, but hopefully now things are going to start slowing down a little bit for us, and we can start focusing in more on writing and getting that done. But also, my dad has been for years planning to write a book on Israel, going all the way from the book of Genesis all the way to present day. And he just never did. He compiled a lot of information and wrote some of the beginning of it, but his health is to the point now to where he's not able to do that. And so he and I discussed it the other day, and so I'm going to take that work that he's already started, and help him try to finish that. So I'm working on my book on Amos. I'm working on that, and then we're also going to be working on um, publishing a lot of his outlines, sermon outlines, and so probably 1, 2, 3 volumes of books on sermon outlines. We're going to be working on with that, and so anyway, we're really excited about all that and getting those projects done as well. So, but I think right now I'm going to go to the house and try to do some studying for tonight. And if I fall asleep and take a nap, I'm not going to be mad at myself. Hope you'll have a good day.